Return sarcophagus to Prince. Beckett. The Prince. You're okay with him being here? Well, actually, I never really got a good look at the sarcophagus, but there's some strange stuff in the beginning here. The front? It doesn't seem opened, but there's like a... There's a very obvious little indentation here. What's that all about?
My Wunderkind returns. In my entire court, I knew there was only one who could have succeeded in this task. Finally, the Ankaran sarcophagus is ours. Come, I've granted Beckett's request to study and document all the markings of the sarcophagus. You've met Beckett, haven't you? Let's go take a look inside and see what the commotion around the city has really been all about.
I thought you said don't open it. You're gonna open it? Huh. Before we do that, I need an answer. Are you in alliance with the Kuei-jin?
What? Preposterous. No kindred would trust them, nor would they trust us. Did Jack tell you that? Because it sounds like you've been taken for a fool.
I was told by the Kuei-jin agent sent out to steal the sarcophagus.
And you believed them? They've been trying to take over LA for years. It's a ruse, a falsehood, spread to undermine my rule and turn kindred against each other, thin our ranks. They are duplicitous, evil creatures. Did they not try to kill you?
They did?
Insurance. They lied to you in case you lived through the encounter. They hoped to create dissension in the ranks, rumors. It's a trick older than you or I.
Well, you would be more convincing if I liked you more. I still don't know what to believe. Let's open the sarcophagus. Is the prince wholly bad? Well, we still have the problem with Nines supposedly having killed that other Primogen guy. Maybe the Kuei-jin are related to that. Because at that point, we didn't know about the Kuei-jin yet, but now we do. And the Kuei-jin would definitely want to, like he says, create dissension in the ranks among the vampires. I still don't know what to believe. Let's open the sarcophagus. I thought we weren't going to open it.
What have you assessed so far?
Unfortunately for the Heralds of Doom, it appears we won't be opening Pandora's box.
What now?
The markings, as far as I can tell, are of Assyrian origin. An extraordinary piece, but nothing earth-shattering.
I see. Then there is no good reason why we shouldn't open it. Won't budge. Beckett, do you see any mechanism for the lid?
I haven't as yet had a chance to pore over it with my fine-tooth comb. I think I have one in my bag.
Why won't it open, Beckett? And you, I thought you said it looked as if it had been opened on the Dane.
It did.
I want it open! You and Beckett, figure out a way to open it. I need to know what's inside. I have other matters to attend to. Come get me when a solution has been found.
Well, he's mad again.
Ah, the depths to which I'll sink to prove others wrong. The young ones get so temperamental. Fortunately for Sebastian, is it? I'd already made up my mind to open the sarcophagus, if only to show the city that Gehenna, contrary to popular belief, has not begun.
Was it Jack? The one who was telling us that... LaCroix might want to open it because if there really is a grandfather vampire in there, he can kind of drink him and get his powers. But Beckett doesn't seem to think so. And there's really only one way to find out who's right. What do you think's inside?
Put your ear to it. I'll shake it, and you tell me what you think's inside.
Good idea. Alright, stupid question. How do we open it?
Fortunately for us, I know of someone who has distinguished himself in this field.
What? Who?
His name is Dr. Anders Johansson, a professor of archaeology from Norway. He was the one responsible for finding the sarcophagus, and as far as I know, the only authority on its origin and design.
The archaeologist, the one we read about in the museum. So why isn't he here?
Until yesterday, he could have been found in his suite at the Empire Hotel downtown. But when I stopped by earlier this evening, all I found was spilt coffee on a morning paper. Appears he's been abducted.
Ah, it's like how we have the box now, we have the treasure box, but we're missing the key. So if say the Kuei-jin took the key, then we still can't open the box. Ah, damn it, why does everything have to be so difficult?
Where's the fun, without complications?
We've been chasing the sarcophagus since the beginning here. So where is he?
I detected the scent of myrrh incense, which is usually burned in monasteries. Also, I found beach sand in part of a muddy footprint. Putting two and two together, I located a monastery near a beach in Malibu, where I believe hunters are holding Johansen captive.
You figured all that out from sniffing around his room?
Actually, there were 2 hunters on the roof of the building opposite the hotel who were positively delighted to tell me everything they knew, provided I stopped dangling them head first over the side.
Oh, everything in the pursuit of knowledge, huh? Hunters have this guy? What would hunters want to do with an archaeologist? Could that be related to why we saw that one guy back at the mansion?
The hunters abducted Dr. Johansen for his own protection, or at least that's how they've justified it. He's being held by the Society of Leopold and used, quite ingeniously, as bait for Prince LaCroix's minions.
The Society of Leopold?
Sebastian mentioned you ran into one of the hunters from the Society of Leopold some time ago. They're so secret a church organization, I don't even think they know if they exist. But essentially, they're murderers for Christ, or some such deity.
So how do we get him out?
You'll have to go to the monastery and find a way into the tunnels beneath, where the hunters are holding Johansen. I'm afraid I can't accompany you, but then it's best you go alone. Too many of us might set them off, like fundamentalists on contrary opinion.
No, I feel like you're the expert. You're the one who should be going. You're not going?
It's not that I don't love walking into the heart of danger to curry favor with the local magistrate of the hour. But actually, that's exactly it. I'd rather not get involved in the politics of it. Besides, I'd better document the sarcophagus before Sebastian's goon smashes it open.
Fine. How do I get there?
I wouldn't recommend walking. Certainly, Sebastian's already provided cab fare. I'm sure he always spares no expense when archaeology is at stake.
I have a few questions before I go.
Excellent.
Anything you can tell me about the Society of Leopold?
The Society, for the most part, knows very little about us. But they do know how to kill and torture us, and that's enough. Also, some of them exhibit powers that can make them quite formidable. Best not to announce yourself.
Despite being humans, they know exactly how to get at us. Have you learned anything else about the Thin Bloods? That's kind of random.
How any sane kindred could think these poor unfortunates are an immediate threat to us is absurd. Most were afraid, or at the very least uneasy around me. Tragic. Their desperation could very well hold the spark of revolution, however.
You spoke of Gehenna before. Think the sarcophagus is part of it?
Well, if we open it up and the world ends, then yes. If we open it up and the world does not end, then no. I'd wager the latter.
It's Schrodinger's sarcophagus right now. Tell me about yourself.
I've said quite a lot about myself already. I know even less about you than you do me. Why don't you tell me about yourself?
I appreciate your interest in me. I'm fascinated by you.
Then I'll let you in on a little secret. Beckett may not be the name I was born with. Events always seem to unfold wherever I go, like Chicago a few years ago. Oh, it's a bother to explain. Either I'm pursuing fate, or it's got a bone to pick with me. Unless you've got further questions, I'd really like to get back to looking at the sarcophagus.
And yet you were the one asking me, have you noticed anything weird since you've been in town? Maybe you're the problem. I would like to ask the prince something first.
Did you find a way to open the sarcophagus?
Not yet, child. Getting the sarcophagus back was quite an expensive ordeal.
I can't have my protege looking plebeian, can I? You'll find I can be very generous towards those who serve me well.
Oh, $500, how generous of you. Did I mention I had to stink through sewers, Chinatown, fight at Zamisi?
Point made.
More? Thanks, I had a question.
Which is...
What do you know about the Kuei-jin?
Traditionally, the Kuei-jin have stayed in Asian territory, and the kindred Europe, and later North America. But recently,
everywhere.
They invaded the west coast, killing off a substantial number of anarchs. They lack the organization of the Camarilla, and think nothing of breaking the Masquerade. Though we share similar traits, there is no fraternity between us. We embrace. They rise from the grave. They do not know the pleasure of blood. They are without clan. And oh yes, they believe our kind to be inferior. They are as much of a threat as the wolves.
Getting a completely different picture as when we were talking to Ming Zhao. Everyone thinks they're the best. Wolves?
Werewolves. I can still recall a time when cities were surrounded by miles of forests full of the beasts. But progress has taken care of that problem.
What do you mean? They just died out?
Witches?
What do you think is inside the sarcophagus?
If you didn't take the time to ask, perhaps we'd know by now. As I mentioned before, my concern is that it pertains something supernatural. Though Beckett has waived this theory altogether. The city is alight with dread. Perhaps it's an antediluvian.
Antediluvian?
A joke. The antediluvians are the mythical progenitors of each of the clans for whom they trace their bloodlines. And according to mythology, descendants of Cain, the legendary first vampire.
Cain?
As in the biblical Cain and Abel? Before you put too much stock in it, realize that the church and all of its mythos are blends of kindred and mortal meddling. Whips to regulate weak minds. This is all Beckett's field of expertise. If you want a lesson, merely ask him.
Well, the fact that LaCroix is interested in having Beckett look at it, I feel like is not a bad sign. It shows that he's willing to listen to experts, even though he's not... he can't control everything. He doesn't know everything himself. He's gotta find help too. I will. Beckett wants you to find Professor Johansson, who is being held by the Society of Leopold. You'll need a way to get inside and locate him. And I have the items for Pisha. And I've gotten the sarcophagus back. Finally! After all this time! Oh my god. Yes. That's it. Although the one thing I really would have liked to see a bit more is what was happening in that meeting room in the Giovanni mansion, but it didn't seem like you could go in there. Even if you get rid of the guards and all that. Okay, well... we'll get going then. Hey, Chunk.
Sorry, no one's loud up right now.
Really?
Sorry, no one's loud up right now.
Well, we still got some quests to finish off. We're not ready to go to the Society yet. The Inquisitors. Hey, remember we were listening to the TV talk about how they were gonna get the police to come visit Pisha. I wonder if she's been okay. Well, obviously she's been okay, but like, the whole thing about staying secretive and all that. That plan might not have gone so well. But finally, we've been trying to do this thing for so long. Ever since the museum, before the museum. And why can't I go in? What? Can you please let me down? Thank you. Hey! Did you find any more food?
Yes.
Here's the book you were looking for.
The Voce del Morte. The Giovanni never willingly share their secrets, and I've had little success infiltrating their strongholds. How did you obtain this?
Their security guard let me in. Never mind, just give me what you promised.
It will take some time to translate and unlock the secrets of this. I will have to move on from the city to evade any Giovanni seeking it. Take this. This will complete the terms we agreed to, and I think it is adequate compensation. It is the key of Alamut. It instills dread in those that would harm you, and makes it harder for them to strike you. Make no mistake, our dealings do not make us allies. If indeed we meet again, do not ask me for any favors. I will give you this final advice, however. Leave this city. These are its final nights. Discord looms heavy. I've felt this before.
You felt it before, so it's happened before. What do you mean?
In November of 1938, I was translating documents in Leipzig, Germany, written by a purported Crusades-era necromancer. There also, I felt a sense of impending chaos. Soon after was the Kristallnacht, the wellspring of a new world war.
Wait, does that have to do with you reading the necromancy documents, or did you just happen to be doing that when that was happening? Huh, necromancy, huh? Would fit in line with the whole sarcophagus business. I see. I'll take that into consideration. Goodbye. Can I leave?
Take my advice. Leave the city before it comes crashing down around you.
I mean, is it even okay for me to leave? Because I'm officially part of the Camarilla and all that. If I left, would the prince come hunt me down? Is it okay for me to just be like, you know what, never mind, I quit. I don't want to do this anymore. Kind of feel like that might not be okay. But of course, you know, story-wise, we wouldn't want to leave because there's still so many things we haven't resolved yet. Finding Nines? Nines, man, he's still been missing this whole time. Now that we got the sarcophagus, this might be a good time for us to go visit some people and see what they have to say about it. Strauss! Do you have anything? Come on, come on. We got the sarcophagus. I don't know how to open it, but maybe you know how?
Hello, Neo. Of course. What is it you...
Oh, come on!
Of course.
Come on, Strauss. We're on the cusp of something here. We gotta participate and all that. Also, oh, of course. I need to get a drink whenever I can because I'm a little bit low. I'm sure Jack would have something to say about it though. But would he know exactly how to open the sarcophagus? No, that's why we gotta find the archaeology guy. That's the whole reason. Hey, we never did anything in this hotel. It's just been sitting here the whole time. Sorry. Oh! Lucky me. Ew, that was on the wall. Well, that was great. People still have the plague around here. No one's really helping them. You know what? Maybe I'll just go back to the Santa Monica Club or something. Especially because what if I accidentally kill somebody again? That wouldn't be fun. Hey, at least act like you're getting drunk. Drank from? The vampire hunters are... the Inquisitors, middle age.
What the hell did you want? Yeah?
What do you make of this Ankaran sarcophagus?
I've been hearing there's some ancient evil vampire gonna rise up out of there and bring all hell with him. Shit. For all we know, might be Cain himself. Some people are saying it's one of the first signs of Gehenna.
But if it is, though, like... Does that mean that he's sleeping still? If it is, because I can't imagine that if he was awake, he'd be like, whoop-de-doo, I'll just wait for someone to open the sarcophagus. And the last we know, I thought we came to the conclusion at the ship that it was already open. But now it's closed to the point that we don't even know how to open it. Isn't that a little bit strange?
Just keeps getting more interesting, doesn't it, kiddo? The Giovanni, the Kuei-jin. Lots of blood being spilled for a 10,000-year-old conversation piece, wouldn't you say?
How did you hear about that?
The streets, the hillsides, there's eyes and ears everywhere.
That's actually pretty scary because, as far as I know, the only 4 people who know where the sarcophagus is right now is me, Beckett, the prince, and the sheriff. So I don't know how you heard about that. I see.
I heard LaCroix has been talking to Beckett, too. Beckett's a skeptic about all this stuff. I just hope he knows to be careful dealing with that snake LaCroix.
Beckett, I guess, is neutral and everybody respects him fairly. So the Anarchs aren't gonna get mad at him for working with the prince. Why is he helping the prince?
Well, Beckett's apolitical, you could say. He's just interested in the truth of our origins. Politics and all that is minor details to him.
Should I say that? Should I tell him? He probably knows anyway. He and the prince want me to find Johansson, the archaeologist.
You do what you have to do.
I guess, if I have to. I guess.
Heard anything?
Hey, the Kuei-jin told me they have an alliance with LaCroix. Oh, should I say that? That's gonna really throw everything into disarray. Do it.
What? Who said it?
Some Kuei-jin, right before I killed him. Yeah, so I'm letting you know this because it might not be very strong evidence because that guy would have a vested interest in saying things to confuse me.
If this is true, listen, I can't believe even LaCroix's that low, but keep an eye on this. If there's anything I hate more than camis, it's the goddamn Kuei-jin.
I'll let you know when I have more news.
Fucking camis, I just wanna kill them!
Yeah, I mean, earlier we were talking about how the Anarchs might want to work with the Camarullas to get rid of the Kuei-jin, but if this is really true, then that's awful! The prince is working with an outsider to get rid of the Anarchs. We don't know what their goal is, but probably getting rid of the Anarchs is part of the plan. But hey, remember in the very beginning in Santa Monica, the Cathayan, his emails was saying, he was reporting back to the Kuei-jin, right? Probably Ming Zhao, about how, oh yeah, the Camarilla presence here is really weak, so we can probably do a takeover. So even if they were working together, probably it's like a, haha, yeah, let's work together right now, but later on I'm gonna backstab you. And it's the same kind of attitude for both sides. Hmm?
Baby girl.
No. No. Do you want some stuff?
Koala ears, lazy eye hammocks, and dwarf saddles right here.
What even? Why are you selling koala ears? Should I be worried about that? I don't actually have much to sell you.
Hey, don't walk on by. I look like Dionne Warwick.
Yeah, I thought I had like rings or something. Oh, I do. Fancy watch.
Don't walk on by. I look like Dionne Warwick.
Oh. Oh, I nearly sold this one because it has money value, but we shouldn't be selling that. Should I push up my research skill to 9 because I don't like having books that I haven't read yet? Should I do it now? Probably. I mean, I feel like we're at the point where it doesn't really matter too much if we put more points into stuff or not. Yeah, like I'm okay with what I have right now. I don't really feel like we're particularly lacking in any one thing. So let's do it. Research 9. Intelligence 12. Increases my intimidate as well. Okay, well, research 9. Let's see. Dodge 4. You've been feeding on too many teenagers. Go suck on a librarian. Well, you're right. I haven't really been sucking on anybody other than people on the road. Melee 4. Melee 4 and Dodge 4. Melee 4 and Dodge 4. So, oh, my Dodge is 1, but my Melee is 3. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, Melee 4. And then... Bustin' It, Harmful If Swallowed Hint Book. The only official strategy guide with all the hottest tricks and tips for bustin' it, harmful if swallowed. The first ever fighting game designed by fashion impresario Hiram Osaros. With stupid dope street style and hip hop flavor. Raises your melee skill. Okay, cool. Yeah, that means we fight better. Fighting better might be a pretty good thing to increase now, I guess. Yeah, we don't even need to go back to the nightclub because we have too much money anyway. Oh, I probably should have gone to Fu Syndicate before I came back here. To really shorten my time? Why am I coming back here anyway? To talk to Heather, I guess? But if I want to finish up Gary's stuff, how many more things does he want me to get for him? Yeah, we gotta go back to the Fu Syndicate. And I really, really hope the alarm is off by now because I really can't stand being in that place anymore. Seriously. Somebody's gotta have called the police already, right? Heather! Oh, you're still wearing this.
Master?
Change your appearance.
Okay.
Maybe I'll say Dark and Gothic again.
Master?
Yeah, and then like maybe that'll fix it, hopefully. I guess I'll put all this other stuff inside. Because I'm probably not gonna use it anymore, right? Yeah. Okay, we can check our emails and maybe watch the news. Tawny's so hot. Oh, this is morbid. Wow, there's actually some kind of a reflection on this. 2004 graphics. Pretty morbid after we basically got her killed. One email. The campaign. A friend. The success of a campaign is weighed by the commitment of your opponent. Who has my email address? Who is sending me these things? Is it somebody I know? More importantly, somebody that I've met before, or... Oh, Amalia. Oh, wow, yeah, that... She's mean. I don't like her. At first, she was kinda entertaining, but then she's like way too mean.
Yet, and there is speculation that his disappearance and the earlier theft of the Ankaran sarcophagus are related. Police officials have gone on record as saying it's too early to confirm or deny any possibilities regarding this case. A shootout at a popular Chinatown
talk about that
underground
again.
club tonight left several dead and wounded after shots were exchanged between a local gang and an unidentified assailant. The club, Glaze, was a known hangout for one of Chinatown's largest street gangs, but was also a popular hangout for local club kids. One witness stated that the lone assailant acted like, quote, something out of an action movie. I couldn't believe one person could do that, end quote. Police suspect
Masquerade violation
may be behind tonight's violence. Freak sandstorm activity is thought to be responsible for the destruction of 2 Navy fighter jets. The jets were returning from a patrol over the Persian Gulf when they disappeared off of radars. A transcript of a final radio exchange between the pilots mentioned wind conditions picking up and skies becoming so thick with sand that the sun was being blocked. Shortly after this exchange, there was a garbled shout by the co-pilot and finally radio silence. Military officials have dispatched several units to the area to search for the crew and the missing aircraft. The names of the pilots are being withheld until their status can be confirmed. The story of the Ankaran sarcophagus took an even more bizarre turn when Professor Anders Johansson went missing from his hotel room earlier today. Evidence of a struggle in the professor's room at the Empire Hotel indicate to investigators that Johansson was abducted. Johansson's family has received no demand yet, and there is speculation that his disappearance and the earlier theft of the Ankaran sarcophagus are related. Police officials have gone on record as saying it's too early to confirm or deny any possibilities regarding this case. Mobs of villagers in New Delhi, India stoned a policeman to death after mistaking him for the Deer Man, a creature locals say has terrorized them for weeks and is thought to be responsible for the mysterious deaths of several village children. The Deer Man is reported as a 7-foot creature with horns that ambushes villagers at night. New Delhi has also been host to the Monkey Man, the Bear Man, and the Killer UFOs, all of which were later dismissed as mass hysteria. A shootout at a...
Stuff like the sandstorm and the jet fighter stuff, it could just be random global news. But if we're talking about the end of the world, Gehenna and all that, it could be a sign that the world is coming to an end. Although I didn't catch a location of where that happened. Was it around here? Probably not, right? But do we expect that Gehenna will be a global event? Or something a bit more localized? Oh, we're getting close. We have to find a copy of Guy magazine. Where would I even find that? We gotta find the odious chalice. Let's go back to Fu Syndicate. Oh, you're kidding me! It's behind the freaking glass again! Seriously? And I wasn't even able to go through this way last time, right? No! So it's just like the museum thing, where I need to break the glass, which... I don't know, man, that's kinda like... Oh! Man, I was walking around this whole time with the alarm on. You're joking me, right? Why would you put it all the way here? That's so... Anyway, let's get in here and get out. Oh, I went all over the place and it was right here. Ew! Wait, is that how big it is normally? That's so big. Surprisingly. Oh, Key of Alamut. These wands have been carried by the feared assassins of Clan Asamite for millennia. Another clan we don't know about. One of the only a handful still in existence. This Key of Alamut gives its owner extraordinary resilience to damage. Increases all soak ratings by 1. Okay, cool. So here's a good one. And then here's a crappy one. Ew, it looks dead. This perverse Tsumitsu fleshcrafter creation appears to have been extensively experimented on, to the point of it being unusable. That's so bad, isn't it? If you only have one copy of the thing, and you go and ruin it to the point that it can't even be used anymore. That sounds like pretty bad research protocols to me, but hey, this whole building is like a bad research protocol anyway. Let's get out of here. Wait. Oh my god, what is that? Ew. Why is there like a random dead wolf in here? That's so... Okay, whatever, I'm out of here. Put this in. I don't know why you'd even want this, but now we're out of here. I suspect if we go right back in, it should let us check the email already, but since we're here anyway, I guess I'll pick up some money. The money that I so desperately need. Oh, maybe now would be a good time to go back to Mercurio too. When are you gonna give me that flamethrower? All of the loading screens are telling us about the Society of Leopold now. That one vampire hunter guy never came up again, but I guess he might come up again now.
Money, right? Been a while. Your money's been piling up. Here, that should provide for an interesting evening.
Thanks. $250. Not so bad, I suppose. Is there anything else we gotta do? Because it feels like we're getting really close to finishing up all the side quests now. Maybe we should go visit Isaac again. He's the only other person I can think of that maybe would have something new to say. Man, I can't believe Johansson was living right next to us the whole time, but we just didn't. Like, I don't know, we just never bothered. Even though we knew that he was the guy responsible for the sarcophagus, we just never bothered caring about it, and now he's been abducted. I mean, abduction is pretty... I mean, morally, abduction is not a good thing, right? So, even though the vampire hunters are saying, hey, we're doing this so the vampires can't get their hands on the sarcophagus, is that really a good thing?
Master?
Can you change your appearance?
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not about gothic anymore. When I get back, I hope I'm in for a pleasant surprise. Hopefully. Wait, is there another one here? What does that say? Homie Own Honey Beer. Oh, Clara Killenbach, whoever that is. Replica steaks. Gary, hey boss, got one last job for you. I'm looking for a weird flesh eats meat sea ball. I bet you got one when you flushed these creatures out of Hollywood. I'll give you a poster of a girl whom you won't look too deep into the eyes. Okay, I do have that. That was from the Smisi house. Ew. Wait, this is so random though. How do you know exactly what I've picked up before? It's kind of creeping me out. But at the same time, it wouldn't surprise me that Gary is actually stalking me. That seems like a very Nosferatu thing to do. Okay. Okay, let's try going in and out then. Oh, obtained all posters. You found all the items Gary was looking for. Okay, cool, cool. Awesome. I want to see what you gave me though, so I gotta go back anyway. Hey, Heather! You were wearing more clothes before. What did you do with the chairs? What are you doing? Hey, I don't mind if you live here, but we gotta make sure the place is okay, okay? And I can't rotate that, so that's just the way it is now. Heather, please. Please. Are you throwing some kind of a tantrum? Are you happy? Are you not happy?
Master?
Oh, I really prefer her first look. I don't... No.
Okay.
How do we get it back though? Because this is the third outfit. Actually, is it even an outfit? It's like taking off her outerwear for the first outfit. I liked your glasses look actually. You know, some people look good with glasses. Okay, we'll see that you have change by the time I get back. And the choker, it makes me feel like you're trying to cater to me again. No, I'm not here for the email. I am here to find which poster I was given. Don't drive blindly. Buckle up for your safety. Oh, okay. Why did Gary want to randomly give me like a drinking and driving poster? Did he run out of ideas? That's... okay. Alright.
Evening.
Had a few questions.
Certainly.
No. Isaac is not really... He cares about Hollywood, but not much else other than that, I guess.
What can I do to you, honey?
Got a few questions for you.
Yeah? What do you want to know?
I'm looking for a certain copy of Guy magazine. You would know.
Sure, pal. You want this month's issue? Tawny Sessions is on the cover wearing nothing but scotch tape and a pair of gym socks.
That is pretty distasteful, seeing what happened to her. But no, I want the old one. I want last year's issue with Amalia on the cover.
I'm sure you do. Everyone wants a copy of that. She went missing last year and no one knows what happened to her. That one's a collector's item, honey. Gonna cost you a pretty penny.
Great, how pretty?
I don't know. That Amalia was quite a piece of rump roast. I never wanted to be a gum wrapper more in my whole life. I couldn't part with it for any less than 500.
500 for a magazine? Oh my god. Come on, Flynn, I don't have the cash. I do, but I don't.
Well, that's a bummer. Come back when you do.
Seriously?
Yeah?
Are you serious? I still need that magazine, Flynn.
I'm sure.
Oh my god. That's highway robbery. Take your money and give me the goods.
Here you go. I'm sure you'll get a lot of enjoyment out of it.
Thanks. Hey, hold on. The pages are all stuck together.
Huh? They are? Oh, man, that's weird. I don't know how that could have happened. Someone must have spilled something on it or, yeah. Sorry about that.
Ew, does that even happen anymore with the advent of the internet? You know what? I don't want to know. You're a sad, sick little man. See ya. Right outside the sin bin, it actually says on the little sign. I guess you wouldn't really normally look at it, but look, it says they sell magazines. And I guess that's the one clue to where to find the Guy magazine. Damn, man, that was expensive. Amalia, you better be happy about this. But knowing her, I don't think she would particularly really care. Spring edition. This looks to be a copy of the spring edition of Guy magazine. On the cover is a beautiful girl, scantily clad. The copy reads Amalia, rough, tough, and in the buff. Great. Oh, you know what? There's one thing we haven't done before that we should probably try doing now. Take the shortcut back to the Nosferatu Warrens. The one via the graveyard. Like, we unlocked it, but we never even tried to use it once, so I feel like, hey, maybe now would be a good time. But you know what other thing we haven't done yet before? Am I even going the right way right now? Hold on. The graveyard. Where's the graveyard again? Is it the other side, actually? What? I don't know where I'm going. No, this isn't it. Okay, while I'm trying to figure that out. The sewers in Chinatown. I don't think I've even been down there once. Because I haven't really had a reason to. And for the most part, it does seem like it's mainly a way for you to, maybe avoid cop detection. So maybe it's not too big of a deal? I have no clue. Whoa, 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 whoa. Felt like so long ago when we met a guy here in exchange for the tape. Oh, the graveyard, over here. And now we can bring it back to Amalia. $500, man. Jeez.
I'll scream.
Scream then, okay? I'm not doing anything to you. God. All you people. Would you like some help with that, ma'am? You're welcome. Hey, I wanted to read the one about the Society of Leopold. But it changed. What about Romero? We haven't really checked them out for a long time too, but I think the last time we came here, it was locked? Yeah. Is he still inside? He is, but we can't talk to him anymore. Is there anyone else I'm struggling to think of here? Yeah, we gotta go back to Mercurio after this, and oh, you know what? Going back to the cab is gonna be annoying. This is such a long way. Even though it's a shortcut, it's kinda still kinda long. My god. Ugh! Wait, this is somebody's actual grave, man. They dug it out in favor of a tunnel? That's kinda... Got your stinking magazine.
Hey!
Look, found the magazine you wanted.
You did? Oh my god! I can't believe you found it! I've been trying to get a copy of that for years!
Come on, it's gotta be worth something.
Well, yeah, I guess. It's against my better judgment, but I guess I'll give you a little something for the effort. Take this.
$200? But I paid $500! So maybe we can have a little powwow? Can I ask you a few questions?
Sure, whatever.
I already asked you everything. So I guess she's not mad about me anymore?
Thanks again for the help.
Okay, well, whatever, man, I guess, if you're happy. Did you really try looking for the magazine? Because I found it at the sin bin. Huh.
My Vegas connection paid me a visit this afternoon. Popped his trunk, and what do you know? Had a flamethrower, a few tanks of spare fuel. It's yours if you want it. But, ain't you flammable?
I'll be careful. I'll be careful. I don't need no bullets. Let the motherfuckers burn. Finally! My flamethrower! Where is it? $400? Oh, I've got so much, it doesn't matter. Flamethrowers, in one form or another, have been used since ancient times. This one propels burning fuel in a several-foot arc, scorching everything in its path. High fire rate, long range. Whoa, damage potential 115. Very high lethality too. Would be very bad if I started burning, but it would be very good for vampires too, right? Inventory full? What? But this is like... Oh, these are melee weapons, I guess? I gotta get rid of some of this. Let's get rid of the crossbow then, because it didn't seem like... Yeah, I mean, this one's fire-based. I'm getting a better fire-based weapon. Even though I bought the bolts for it. Flamethrower. I haven't tried this gun yet. Oh, I haven't even gotten the chance to try, like, so many of these. Let's sell the Glock. I don't think we'll be using that. And then between these two, probably we wouldn't be using both anyway. We'll keep the one with lower range combat requirement. What's my range combat right now anyway? 5, I guess? Because the feet adjustment is... Oh, it might be 6 right now. Yeah, it's +1. Anyway, I'll sell this one. And it does seem like we're coming to the end here, so this is probably the time to get a lot of bullets and just splurge. Even for this one. Yeah? I can buy everything. I can buy up the entire thing and I'll still have money. The rifle? The sniper rifle? I'm not gonna try all these. Like, I'm not gonna have time to, but... Sure. Sure, why not? Especially because this one seems a little bit different too. It's like a sniper rifle. But then where are my flame gas canisters? Burninator brand flamethrower fuel. Great. It's a little bit expensive. Full. It's at full. And then this gun seems pretty okay. Did you have the bullets for it, or do I need to go back to... No. You got everything. Spaz 15. Yeah, I can buy everything. This isn't a problem at all. I bought everything and I still got $3,000. Dang. Desert Eagle? Is that new? Or did I just sell that? No, I'll leave it at that for now, because I still gotta try the Tiger Claw too. There's so much going on here. My goodness. Okay, well, thank you, Mercurio.
Always a pleasure. What's tonight's order?
I don't suppose you have too much more?
Concerning?
Yeah.
Specific?
Did we talk about Chinatown already?
I don't go down.
Yes, we did. As always, thanks for the info, Mercurio. Well, this would probably be the very last thing I gotta do then, at least for now. Very rarely have we ever completely filled out everything, so this is probably getting pretty close to the end here. We gotta go back to Beckett and tell him I want to go to the Society. Let's.